What's up, everybody, and welcome to What's in Your Glass. I'm your host, Carmelo Anthony. Before we get going, let's first welcome today's guest. You know him for his multi-platinum and gold studio albums, collaborations, and hit singles, including "Snap Your Fingers" with Little John and "Tell Me Where to Go" and many, many others. Please welcome to the show, rapper and entrepreneur E-40, big dog, big bro. Big shout out to E-40 for stepping on the What's in Your Glass today, man. How you doing, man?
Hey, family. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, champ. Before that, I know you got something poured up over there, so we're gonna do a virtual cheers.
Yes, sir. Cheers, player.
Absolutely, indeed, to the new year, to family, to friends, to love, prosperity, to respect, and we always gonna keep that going. And to many many endeavors that you have going on that we gonna jump into. So,
You,
and
you
FYI, before that, I just want to give a big shout out, man, because you sent me about 30 bottles of wine, man. Since we talked on the Facebook Live last time, you sent me about 30 bottles of wine from your collection for me to drink today. And today we got I just want to show everybody what we got today. The Earl Stevens. So big
Red
shout
Blend.
out to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, family.
Indeed. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about today's selection. What's in your glass? What you drinking?
So I'm drinking Earl Stevens Selections Function Red Blend. This is out of Napa, California. It is Cabernet and Zinfandel. It's a blend, and it's delicious, man. I mean, all the properties in it, the components, all the just the flavors and everything. It's always been my go-to red wine when I'm eating some red meat, some steak or something like that. And it's usually, I sometimes I drink in ignoration. You're supposed to drink in moderation, but when I'm on vacation and off vacation.
I heard that. Heard you. So let's get into it. But before we jump into this great wine that we have here,
Yes.
I just again I want to say Happy New Year to you. See how you doing, what you've been up to since the last time that we spoke, and just coming into the new year, what you up to.
Man, same rim, different tires, same suit, just reheated. But and I can also say, same same hustle, different products. So, everything is moving in motion. Still doing music. Of course, got an album dropping February. It's called Rule of Thumb. Been in the lab working on that, but most of the time right now these days has been spirits and wine, and food and beverage. And so, I have my own line of wine. It's called Earl Stevens Selections. I have, I can go on and on forever. I got so many different varietals. I got Mango Scotto, which is the number one seller. This is the one that I was drinking on Versus. This is 18% alcohol, 36 proof. And this is how you going to get you right where you need to be when you need to be. One of my newest ones is the Earl Stevens Selections Cotton Candy flavored sparkling wine, and this go crazy too, and it's delicious. It smells like cotton candy, tastes like cotton candy, and you would think it's hella sweet, but it's not. It's just give you that happy medium. It's perfect. It's a big seller right here, and I could just keep going on and on, man. I got so many liquor, so many different brands. This is my Prosecco. This is a Prosecco Rosé, which many don't know about. Prosecco Rosé, straight out of Veneto, Italy. You understand what I'm saying? And then I also have another Prosecco, Earl Stevens. But I mean, different brands. I got Tycoon Cognac. I got Ed Cuarenta Tequila. The Grit Don't Quit, man. I got Kuiper Belt Bourbon. And these are all owned by myself, by me, Earl Stevens, and the Stevens residency. You feel me? Just, the Stevens estate. Me and my wife and my two sons, man. And we doing it all. No silent partners, no nothing, even though it ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just, I just want to say that because it's not an easy hustle to
Right.
even be tapping into this particular category.
Absolutely.
And if it wasn't for my support, my fans, I don't think I'd be where I'm at, as an adult beverage king up in this thing, with so many different varietals. It's my fans that did it and the good product. Because I tell them all the time, the proof is in the juice.
So what? So you jumping into the wine of of it all. Like I want you to let the people know, and you kind of just explain kind of everything that you have going on. with the different endeavors that you went to, especially with the spirits and wine. But
Yeah.
why Earl Stevens Selection? Why create this? You know, this it's a brand, it's a house, but it's a house with many different rooms in there. Like, what made you want to create that in the wine and spirit industry?
Well, also got a beer called Ecuadenta Cerveza Mexican style lager. It's in the category of Modelo and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It just came out probably about a month and a half ago. Reason why I tapped in with these adult beverages and starting off with wine mainly. I also got Slurricane too. I meant to say that too. But anyway, starting off with wine, it makes it makes sense for me to do wine because I am really a fan of wine. Back in my days, you may have heard of me say, Carlo Rossi, mention Carlo Rossi,
Of course.
Burgundy or the Rhine. You know what I mean? And I was drinking that when I was a young mustache, the big jug for $8.99, or $5.99 for the smaller jug, $8.99 for the bigger jug, and you just get about maybe 30 glasses out of that thing. So. I had an opportunity, me being from Vallejo, California, Napa, wine country is right next door to Vallejo. I'm talking about you can reach your arm out on Sonoma Boulevard and be right there in Napa. You feel what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's just perfect, it's for me to sell wine. I didn't want to call it, E-40's wine, because it just don't sound right for wine. So I wanted to put a professional label on there. I have professionals do the packaging. I pay big money for all my packaging. I feel like, I'm going to throw a curveball into people's head because they think automatically that a rapper going to do something corny with a big old music sign on it, and call it E-40. And for wine, it don't need to be called that. So I called it my real name, Earl Stevens. And it sounds proper. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got a proper ass real name. It sounds like it's a box of Apple Jacks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me get into this wine game. Started selling wine online. Got me a distributor, Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits. Here I am now, 8 years later, with a national distribution deal with Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits. And I'm selling wine nationwide, soon to be worldwide. I have my importer's license because I tell them I'm important. Hello.
Hello. I know we've touched on it before, but for our listeners, like what made you want to get into the wine and spirits industry? Was that a world always a passion, or did it just grow organically for you?
What made me want to get into the wine and spirits industry? It's a passion and it's organic. You just named it. Like, it is just perfect for me. People know I got my name from drinking 40 ounces of Old English back in 1986 on the 1300 block of Magazine Street. You know what I'm saying? Drinking 8 or 9 40s a day. Just like how everybody got a blunt in their mouth every 20 minutes. That's what I had with beer. You'll see me with a paper bag and a
Hold
beer.
up, eight or nine 40s a day?
Man, throughout the day, starting on my grind in front of the house on the 1300 block.
Indeed.
Grind about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Liquor store open at like 6:30, 7 a.m. You feel me? Some shit like that. So I'm there.
I feel you. Okay. No, say less.
And started off going to 7-Eleven right down the street and get me a turf burrito. You know what that is?
What's a turf burrito for the people who don't know?
Frozen burritos that you see at the truck stops or a convenience store, and you just throw it in a microwave for 2 minutes, flip it around, open the side of the package first, flip it around for another a minute and a half, and you got your burrito with some Doritos.
That's like a hot pocket. That's like the hot pockets.
There it is. But they burritos. So you got the red hot chilies, you got the red chilies, and you got the green chilies. So I decided I also go by the goon with the spoon. Cooking. People may have seen my some of my cooking on my Instagram, and I branded the name Goon with the Spoon and turned it into something. So I'm really co-packing those same turf burritos when I was on the 1300 block Magazine Street, drinking 40 ounces and eating turf burritos because that was a meal because it was so big and just, you know what I'm saying? It was it. A burrito will get you right with some Doritos, and I was,
sure.
that was my little thing. So.
What so the inaugural product was the function red blend that you did in 2013. That
Mhm.
I think you named it after your single function.
Yeah, yeah,
And before you went to release the sweet red, the Chardonnay, the Mango Scotto, the Moscato, and Tropiscato years after. Like, do you have a favorite type of wine, or are you drawn to certain styles or blends, or more of a just a general fan? Because you got a wide array of different styles of wine.
yeah. When I was 21, um, me and my wife, um, we would go to Napa, go to the wine, do a lot of wine tasting, and I tasted um, a, a wine that I never tasted before. It was just delicious, so I bought like 3 bottles of it, and it was called Muscat.
Hmm.
It was Muscat, so that it became, which would be Moscato, which the seed. You know what I'm saying? So it was Moscato. You feel me? And so I was like, this hella good. Who ever would have thought that I'd be making my own Moscato, regular Moscato, and Mango Scotto and Tropiscato, and also putting a twist to it, making it 36% alcohol. 18% alcohol, 36 proof. you know, I, and it works because here it is now, and this is one of my go-tos when I really want to just turn up hella quick without wasting any time. Without you just get a glass of this and you're gonna be right for the night.
That's
You know,
that. What's that? The Mango Scotto.
yeah, this the mango Scotch. And it's delicious. That's the cold part about it. It's so good. So as soon as you pop the cap or pop the cork, because I got twist offs, same juice and everything, twist offs, and I have cork. That's how I
Right.
did it. But some people like twist offs, some people like cork. So that's how I did it. And as soon as you pop it, you just smell all the components, all the properties, the aromas, everything. It smells just like mango. And then some people may get tricked by when they pour it in their glass. They're like, man, this ain't gonna do nothing for me. But when you take a couple sips, you like, man, I'm on one.
So hold on. So for the people, for the followers, for the listeners, and for the fans who want to try it out, how you drink it? You chill it, or you put it on ice. Like how would you recommend it?
I would put it in, if you want to get it there with the hurry upness, put it
Yeah.
in your freezer. Put it in your
Okay.
freezer for about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. It's gonna be cold right away. It ain't gonna freeze up and all that. It's gonna be right. Make sure you take it out. Make sure you forget you have to thaw it out and all that. It ain't gonna pop or bust on you nothing. But I prefer you drink it, just cold, fresh out the refrigerator. Put it in your refrigerator. You could chill it with ice, but don't put ice in a glass because it's just gonna
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's why I wanted the people to hear that. I wanted people to hear that.
Yeah, don't put ice in the glass with that wine. I say with no wine, any wine,
Right.
none. Have it already chilled, and you're gonna be all right. I'll show you how to drink that thing once I finish this. Yeah, but I have so much fun doing what I love to do, and that's drinking, thinking, and eating.
Right.
And there's other things, of course, that I love.
so
love is
indeed, true indeed. Within the past 8 months, you released 4 new sparkling wines. The cotton candy, the Cali what is it? Cali Mocho red wine, and cola.
Yeah, Cali Mocho. That's red
Cali
wine.
Mocho red wine and cola. I want to get them right. The watermelon and
Yep.
and the mango peach. I want to get that right. So that they were produced in Lodi, California, as well as the Prosecco and the Prosecco Rosé.
The Prosecco and the Prosecco Rosé was produced in Veneto, Italy.
Okay, in Veneto. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was imported from Italy. How did those come about?
I just feel like Prosecco is the Italian champagne. It's just like champagne. It's just not from the region of Champagne. It's not from Champagne, France.
Right.
It's from Veneto, Italy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, but it's the same exact process and whatnot. It's just the actual soil of the grapes. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, Prosecco is one of those ones the fastest growing. It's one of the fastest growing categories. It does everything champagne do and just better. You know, for a much better price, affordable price, and it's top quality. And especially, you know, and then they just now coming with rosé like a year ago. So I had to hop on top of that, you know, a year and a half, 2 years earlier to make sure that I fell in line with all the bigger companies that sell Prosecco Rosé, DOC.
Well, you had to. I mean, you gotta
Yeah,
you gotta stay ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Especially if you already over there in those regions, then you gotta stay ahead of the game because you getting that firsthand information from the horse's mouth over there. So
got
you got to stay ahead of the game.
yeah.
Outside of the world of wine, I would say you drastically kind of expanded your liquor portfolio to include several other brands, such as how you said the E-40 and the E-40,
You
the
close.
tequila,
Say it like that, and it's E-40. 40.
E-40. Okay,
Even though it's with it,
the tequila and the Tycoon cognac, right?
yeah, the tequila is named after me. E-40. That's the E, and then 40 means 40.
40, absolutely, indeed.
It, Tycoon represents me. I've been speaking about being a tycoon. I've spoken into existence, so I've always been a mini tycoon. And you know, I'm just making sure I pursue what I've been talking about. So I continue to, the grit don't quit. So I feel like so many people, in their mind, they are tycoons, and there is tycoons out there. So I wanted to name my cognac, VS and VSOP, Tycoon Cognac. No E-40, no Earl Stevens, no nothing. Just Tycoon Cognac.
And you've been speaking on being as a follower, as a fan, you've been speaking on being a tycoon for a long time. So to see you manifest that into other genres into the wine and spirit industry, that's just a testament of where your mind was at and how you was thinking and how words are powerful. You put them out there, you have a chance to manifest that. So I'm a big believer when it comes to that. It's
Yes, right here. This T stand for Tycoon. That's the logo
indeed.
on the Tycoon, the cognac. It's in there. I didn't even bring it over here, but I got it.
What it's evident that you are extremely hands-on, like with all your spirit brands. You've also visited Mexico. You went to France, of course. To just do a thorough research and to launch your tequila and cognac brand. What can you share about those trips?
Just a lot of times, you have to be all the way. You got to be involved to make sure that it's what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's what you want. If the quality is mediocre, you're gonna get mediocre results. Being there start to finish, seeing it going down the bottling lines with all my products are, what I'm saying, going down the food lines or whatever, and I'm there for when people don't know how much stuff you have to put in it. You have to source your bottles. You have to source your bottles. You got to make sure that the research and development is A+. You know what I'm saying? And that's with any product. And it's just an experience. And then I gotta get back out there. The pandemic haven't had me traveling much, but there's so many things that I need to do, and so many things I want to experience. I was thinking about making what do they call it? What's the other tequila? A mezcal? Mezcal?
Mezcal, yeah, mezcal
Yeah,
tequila.
yeah. I've been hearing a lot about that. They sent me some samples. The distillery sent me some samples. I just got to get with the right tequila heads that actually just drink tequila all their life, and that's what I did with my guy who did my packaging. He made sure that they were hands-on, like they all tasted it, and I drink tequila, but I don't know, you know, I don't have the tequila tongue like they got, and they professional. That's all they do is drink tequila, and so they was like, "This is the one," you know. And so I need them to be there when I do the mezcal. I get the samples in, you know. Um, so yeah, it's just, you know, it's wonderful to be there from start to finish, and to, you know, and that's why I try to show a lot of people what I have, what I'm developing. I like to show them I like to show myself being there when it's really being developed. Or if I'm not there, I'm showing the production coming down the bottling line, or, you know, just the whole thing, you know, so they can say, yeah, he's hands-on. That's his stuff.
Absolutely.
That ain't just no, he ain't just no, and it's nothing. Let me always say this: you can get paid being a brand ambassador. You can get paid doing commercials for other brands. It's just me. I'm just from the Bay Area. One thing about us, we had to be independent by force, not by choice. You know, a lot of opportunities didn't come sit in our lap. It didn't land. We had to go out there and get it. That's why we go getters. That's why we say the grit don't quit. You know what I'm saying? And the hustle will never pause. You know, so I'm used to it. So when a lot of people got dropped from their labels or went their separate ways from their major labels in music, it never bothered me because I never got dropped.
Right.
You know,
right.
I was independent anyway. And when it was time for me, when my contract was up, we just didn't renew it, and I put it in the hands of God, and He took me to other heights. You know, but I knew exactly what to do because I always I was independent 6 years before I had a distribution deal with Jive Records when I got the 75-25 deal in 1993, 94. You know, so one thing about the Bay Area, we already got the hustle in our genes and in our genetics. And so this is I do this, you know, standing on my head, you know.
So with the Earl Stevens, you know, estate and you know, just the wine and spirits part of that. Where you want to take it? Where you want to take it to? What's next for Earl Stevens?
What's next?
Yes.
Sky's the limit, fam. Sky's the limit. You know, I just want to keep building the brand. There's so many different names. So I got Earl Stevens, and that's all my wines. I have. You know what's so cold about it? I can turn Earl Stevens into anything I want it to be. It can be rum. it can be scotch. It can be whatever. I can turn Tycoon into wine. Imagine a Tycoon wine. A high-end Napa wine costs about $200 a bottle or something. Big, thick bottle, luxurious looking, you know? I can just do whatever with these brands. So I'm just building the name, you know. If the exit come when it comes, because it's gonna come, when they want to, you know, buy the boy out.
that's always the end goal right there. That's always always the end goal.
We know it's all about the exit, man, and that's in tech, that's in anything you invest in, you know. And it depends on how you parlay it. If you're still involved, you know, they still give you still get paid on it. And however, you know, it's ways to work it out. It's, you know, it's a lot of hybrid deals. Everything don't have to be standard no more. Everything is different now. We're doing different
Everything
things.
is different. Business is different. The way you conduct business is different. The way you do deals is different. The way we communicate is different. So
Exactly.
you know, it's you got to be creative today. It's a DIY world today. It's a do-it-yourself world out here today. So if you ain't willing to go get it, ain't nobody gonna give it to you. And that's just where that's what I feel like that's where we at as a society right now. You got to go get it for yourself because ain't nobody gonna give it to you.
That's right. When history repeats itself, opportunities don't. So when you do get a little niche in it, if you see something, at least try to entertain it, have a sit down or something. That don't mean you got to put, you know, seal the deal or whatever the case, but always explore things. And if it's there, it's there. You know,
you can't be afraid of the unknown. You can't be. A lot of people are afraid of the unknown. They don't know what's in front of them. They don't want to walk through that door. The Matrix. Right. They don't want to take you gonna take the red pill or the blue pill. Which one you gonna take?
That's why my grandma used to say, before you go into any situation and make a decision, pray on it.
Indeed.
Pray on them, at least do that, and God will take the steering wheel,
I truly believe that, and I know those words coming from your grandmothers. They touch home. You stick with that everywhere you go. So we ain't even got
Yeah.
to speak on. We ain't even got to speak on that. Switching gears a bit though. As a staple, right, in industry, what advice would you give to any kids listening or who thinking about taking the music route? Because we could have spoke about music, but that's just a part of who you are. You understand? So
Yeah.
what when it comes to that, what would be your advice to any kids who actually listening, who thinking about taking the music route?
Okay. Any of you youngsters out there, I'm just letting you know I'm E-40. They call me Earl. My real name is Earl Stevens. I sell adult beverages and food, adult beverages and also food, and I sell pretty much everything there is to sell legally. But what I want to tell y'all is I've been in the game, since Moby Dick was a goldfish. Since Kermit the Frog was a pollywog. I've been having music on the shelf before Santa had elves. You feel what I'm saying? So this 1988, I come in the game, independent, you understand me? Signed an independent distribution deal with Jive Records for 10 years. I did that. Then I did some business with Lil Jon and BME Records, in 2004, which I ended up revising my career, even making it even bigger, and here I am, 2022 and still brand new. You see, you feel me? It ain't fake, it's real. I'm authentic and I'm organic like the planet. So what I want to tell you is, guess how I did it? By being me, my dude. If y'all coming in the game, be original. Or if whoever you sound like or whatever, that's cool too. But don't, make sure you focus on you and not them. Don't worry, don't try to. I hate when rappers be all y'all motherfuckers broke. Y'all piece of shit, y'all broke. Y'all ain't doing shit, y'all broke ass niggas. All that shit. Why would you? It don't matter. Why I know you got ops out there and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, mind your business, just do you. Kill them with success. That's how you do that. Kill them with success. Try your best to stay out of trouble. Be humble, because at the end of the day, things get ugly, man. And you don't want that. You don't want that, man. It's either you're going to have one foot in the vocal booth or you're going to have one foot in the streets. Which one you going to do? I hated to have one foot in the streets and one foot in the vocal booth. I made that adjustment quick. I said, I'm finna have one foot in the motherfucking vocal booth and keep my ear to the street like a football cleat. Then, like that. And so I said, you know what? Independent, man. I'm going to be original. I'm going to be 40. I'm going to have the unorthodox rapping style. Ain't nobody, some people going to like it. Not many. Some people going to hate it. Not many ain't going to like it. I made sure that the majority loved what I did and I was true to it. And I spoke the language of the inner city. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, I get down and dirty and gritty. You see? And so what I'm saying is, I ain't trying to be a me monster and shine the light on me. Just make sure you stay true to you. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to you and try to be humble. Arrogancy, it's only a few people that get away with that shit in the industry. One of them is Birdman. He can be Birdman won't be Birdman without being arrogant. I love it. It's only a selected few that can be arrogant. Everybody can't be arrogant. Some of y'all got to be humble, and he's humble too in his ways. You know what I'm saying? In certain ways, he's humble. So I'm just saying, be humble, treat people like you want to be treated, and don't stop, man. Don't stop. Just keep your foot on the gas, and even if you get signed to a major label, whatever kind of deal you got, continue to work hard like you did before you got signed to that major label.
Facts. The hunger got to stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody, is you got to be who you are. You hit the nail right on the head. You got to be who you are. Stand on what you stand on. Believe in what you believe on. Believe in long as you believe in yourself, you're your biggest fan. It don't even matter at the end of the day what nobody else says. As long as you feel good about what you're doing, that feeling will be validated come sometime or another. So that,
True
that
story.
I appreciate that advice for the youngers that who may be inspired by music, but that translates to any genre though, not just music. That's everything. That's music, sports, that's wine and spirits, whatever, entrepreneurial endeavors that one want to go out there and seek out. So I appreciate that.
Right on.
Before we wrap up, man, I just have a few. We do this all the time. A few quick fire questions to close us out. The people and myself want to know what's in your glass on some special occasions. Special occasions. It doesn't have to be labeled specifically though. But what's in your glass, or what wine you going to and drinking, or it could be whatever when you on the beach vacation.
On the beach, I like a cocktail. I like a cocktail.
Okay.
On the beach, I like tropical cocktail. I like hurricane. I like hurricane, slurricane. You
on the beach.
Yeah, yeah. Nice little cocktail like that. It has what is it? Rum, pineapple juice, grenadine,
Little rum punch.
sip.
Little rum punch.
Yeah, a little rum punch.
Uh-huh.
And and it's just a good, and it'll get you twisted. It'll have you, unlisted.
What? So if you going out to a nice dinner, what you having? What's in your glass?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I go out to a nice dinner, it's gonna be, to be honest with you, a nice glass of even if, and I know I sell wine, but even if if they don't have my wine, because my wine ain't in every restaurant on premise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. So, I would drink my one of my favorite wines in the world besides mine is Camus.
Okay. Shout out to Camus.
2014, 2015. Shout out to Charlie Wagner. You know what I'm
Indeed.
saying? And so it's smooth, it's full body, it's delicious, get you right, and it goes good with like lobster and Oscar style steak. Nice ribeye, medium plus.
And it's affordable. And it's affordable.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's affordable. Affordable luxury is what I call it.
That's what it is. Exactly.
Indeed. If you out, you celebrating your first album dropping, what you drinking?
Dropping? Well, shoot. I mean,
40s. The 40s always coming.
That was many. We talking 33 years ago, bro. So, at that time, like I say, I'm drinking, man, at that time, oh my God, I'm drinking brandy,
Oh.
and Coca-Cola, or brandy with Kahlua milk and brandy, mudslides.
Mudslides, of course.
We called it gorilla milk.
I
was
just
they
still popping today.
Hell yeah, they go crazy.
They still popping today. What? Okay. You was okay. In 2015, when the Warriors won the championship, what you was sipping on? What's in your glass?
I was drinking mango scotto. I was drinking this. This is what I was drinking. This is what I was on. This is what I get on. This is what I was on when I was on Versus with them gigs. Don't let me get on stage, y'all. If y'all see me with this, just prepare. Sit yourself down and prepare. Because I'm gonna start going dumb.
Yo, hey Fizzle, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck with everything, and the whole Earl Stevens estate, all the different wines and the blends that you got coming out, that you have out right now. And thank you to the audience for tuning in this week. Please follow, rate, review, What's in Your Glass on all Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts at. You can also check out the video release each week on YouTube. 40, I appreciate you, man. This Earl Stevens, I thank you for, sending me the 20, 30 bottles that you actually sent me. I appreciate that.
Right
And
on,
it's always love. It's nothing better than being able to support your brother, man, and in a high form, in a high fashion, being able to chop it up with you and talk to you, get others, new listeners, involved in not just who E-40 was, but also who Earl Stevens is as a man, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. So I appreciate everything that you do, all the gems that you drop, and you got a fan for life, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm a fan too, Melo. Thank you for always keeping it solid, not salad.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And being a legend, a Hall of Famer. I mean, you the guy, dude. I mean, people don't know how many points you scored. I think you top 10 of all time or something like that. Am I right? Am I messing up?
Yeah, no, you 9.
Number 9?
Number 9.
See, I knew I was close. Bro, you so dope. And man, every time I ever ran into you, I seen you, man, it ain't nothing but solid, real love. Like, just what how brothers supposed to do it, And I appreciate you, brother, sincerely, man. Okay?
I appreciate you, champ. Always love, man. Always.
Happy New Year and nothing but respect.
Indeed. Peace.